Have you been vacillating between knowing God will do it, but then questioning if He will? If you're like me and you're in transition, this might be a place where the enemy is going to continuously come at your mind. Earlier this morning, I was walking, it was 9:45, and I was talking to God and just saying, my life is so abundant, it's so full. It's 9:45 on a Thursday, and I'm taking a walk. I get to enjoy nature. I get to enjoy the flowers and the fresh air, and I'm going to school and I'm doing all these things, and everything that I need is taken care of for the most part anyways. It's been a struggle though. Financially, tough. I don't really know where my money is coming from day to day, month to month, week to week. Somehow, some way, it ends up working out. But as I'm driving to the store, because I'm going to buy some groceries right now, I was just kind of having these thoughts of like, okay, I'm like, just paid my mortgage for the month of May. And I'm like, okay, now that that's paid, I'm like subtracting in my mind how much I have left and what I still owe for this month that I haven't paid yet, which is going to leave me very little to start June. But this has been the cycle for a long time now, since like September of last year. And I'll probably talk more about this at some other point. I don't really feel like I'm supposed to right now, but I am supposed to touch, I guess, on that part. And it's not easy to say that. I look like I have money. I drive a luxury vehicle. I have nice things. I own my home, but it's been a struggle. And God has been promising abundance. He's been promising all these beautiful things. That's what I was just talking to him about. And he's like, I want you to talk about this. It's like, on one hand, I know he's going to do it because he does it all the time. He comes through all the time. He provides all the time. But then on the other hand, I'm kind of like, but how much longer, Lord? How much longer is it going to be a struggle? How much longer is it going to be like this when you're promising something different than what I see? But at the same time, it's like I can't really complain, because if I say I don't have enough, if I actually think about it, I'm like, okay, but is that really true? Sometimes it might feel like I don't, but at the end of the day, like, I'm here, I'm alive, I'm functioning, I'm, like, things might get paid later or late, but they get paid at some point. And I end up having money for gas. I end up having money for groceries. Like, I don't have a lot of extra at all, really, but like, I don't have stable income right now. And it's not for lack of skill set. It's not lack of, passion. It's not lack of connections. I have my own business, but at this point, it's like school is right now my main focus. And luckily I get paid to go to school, and luckily I get an income that's stable, but it's small amounts. And technically it's not enough to cover my bills, but like every single month, he comes through and like something happens where I'm able to take care of what I need to take care of. And it's been this way for a while now. At the beginning of the year, I literally was like coming into January so stressed, so like just frantic and in tears, and like literally not knowing how I was going to take care of anything, because I had like no money coming in from December to January. And each month, it's like been a little bit more, and been a little bit more, and been a little bit more to start out the month. And coming into May, I felt better because I had some stability there, where I was going into May with more money at the beginning of the month than I had started for other months for a while. And I was like, whew, finally breathe. They're like, maybe this is coming, God. Maybe you're doing it. Maybe you're doing it. But now that I'm coming to the end of the month, and I'm going into June now with, not nothing, but it's not a lot. I still have a car payment that I have to pay from this month that I haven't paid yet. I still have a phone bill that I have to pay from this month that I haven't paid yet. That comes out of the money that I'm starting the next month with. So I was driving and just thinking like, and asking him like, and he's like, okay, talk to me. You're feeling panicked. And I was like, is it panic that I'm feeling? I guess maybe it's not really. To me, it doesn't feel like panic. It just feels like stress. It feels like questioning, like, how is this gonna work? How is this gonna happen? Like, how is this gonna like work? I don't know how else to say it. How is this gonna work? But he's like asking me, and I think this is why he wants me to talk about it right now, is like, when have I not come through? When have I not done it? When have I not provided for you? Because again, even if I think like, well, I don't really, my mortgage is like half of my bills, like literally half of my expenses. And so it's like, okay, sometimes I feel like I don't have enough, but yet I'm here. Yet somehow, some way, I make it to the next month. Somehow, some way, I'm still able to like survive and make it through, and things end up working out. I'll end up getting an opportunity here or there to be able to do something and make income. And it might not be steady work, it might not be even what my company is really for, but at the same time, it's like, I know that right now God has me in a situation, in a position, in a season where he's teaching me dependency. So it's not like I'm not putting in the work still. It's not like I'm not doing what I need to do to like create avenues of approach for opportunity to come. But right now, it's just like, I feel like sometimes we try to push and push and push and make and make and make. But sometimes if God is like, if it's not the time, it's not the time. And there's a reason for it. There's a reason for it behind the scenes of why things are the way that they are. Sometimes we can understand them and it's made clear, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just an act of faith and trust. And it has been for a while now. It's been since like September of 2025. So it's been like a while that this has been a struggle for me. And I've been negative in the bank account pretty much every single month. But you know what? This month I was only negative in my account for like 4 days versus like 3 weeks. Progress. It's progress. And I'm so grateful when I think about it, of how he does provide and what he does give to me and how he does come through. And I think that sometimes it's easy for us to get into a place of being like, well, I don't have enough, or I don't have what I need. But really we do. We do. At least I do. And I hope that you do. I hope that you can see it that way. Even if it's tight, even if it's a struggle, even if things don't seem to make sense or make things work, or like ends don't meet all the time. At the end of the day, if you're alive and you're waking up and you have the basics of what you need, then you have what you need. God knows what we need. He supplies all of our needs according to his riches and glory, and he's abundant. He has so many gifts to give us, but at the same time, I think in some seasons he's trying to teach us that like, I'm your provider. I'm the one who gives, and be reliant on me. Let me give you your manna. Let me give you your daily bread. Let me meet your daily needs. Let me make sure that you have what you have and what you need for today. Don't worry about the future. Don't worry about what's going on tomorrow. Today has enough troubles for itself. Let me take care of you in the moment today, right now. Focus on today. Be grateful for today. And even though I'm starting out the next month with limited funds, at the same time, I can still say, okay, well, you know what? My mortgage is paid for this month. Thank you, Jesus. I do have some money left over after the other bills come out. Thank you, Jesus. You know what? You know what I need. I'm sure you're going to provide some kind of something, because you're not going to just like leave me destitute when I am literally obeying you and doing what you're asking me to do. You're not going to do that. And maybe you're allowing things to be hard right now for whatever reason. You're allowing them to be hard. I don't have to understand it. I just have to trust him. And even like just talking about it and like getting it out helps me to stay encouraged, because it's like, I do know the truth. I do know he is able and capable and willing, and that he's not holding back for anything to be mean or unkind or cruel or play games or anything like that. There's a reason. There's a reason for every season. There's a reason for everything that happens under the sun. And he's in control of it all. And all I have to do is trust him and continue to be obedient and to listen for his voice and to do as he's telling me to do, whether I understand it or not, and just trust that he's going to lead each day and he's going to provide exactly what I need when I need it, just like he's going to do for you. So if you're in a tight place, if you're in a tough place right now, but he's promising you all these other things that look nothing like what your life looks like, continue to trust, continue to press in, continue to be with him, continue to look at yourself, continue to examine, what you're doing, make sure that you're listening to him, and continue to press forward with him, because he has good things coming. And sometimes I really believe that he has to teach us dependency on him, so that when it does come, nobody else can get the credit and he gets all the glory. And that's really, I think, the point of it all, is that everything he does is for his glory, and he wants to be able to show through his children what a good God he is. So if it's tough right now for you, continue to stick it out. And I hope this encourages you and blesses you today.